It's time for figure review. Not SH Figuarts, not Figma. It's DC Collectibles Batman animated Mad Love set with the Joker and Harley Quinn. And when it comes to the DC Collectibles, or not really DC Collectibles, when it comes to the Batman animated line, I really don't have a lot of those. I only got some that I care about, and I'm really happy about every 2-pack they make, because I will go for the 2-pack, because I don't really care about having all the jazz and all these extra parts. I just kind of want the figures. So just like with Batman, I got the Mask of Phantasm dual pack, and with this one, you know, I got the Joker and I got a Harley Quinn in a questionable outfit. There you go, social justice warriors. Go ahead and complain. Not here though, go fuck yourself. But yeah, pretty standard box. I mean, you've seen it, Harley Quinn and the Joker with a little bit of pink and hearts. Actually a lot of pink, and just the same Harley Quinn picture. Same thing, same time. Let's take them out of the box. Okay, let's mix it up real quick. Usually I show you the figures first before I get to the accessories, but actually, you know, since I have them in here and I can show you real quickly what it comes with, because it's not a lot. You only get the shitty bases, which look good. The base itself look good, but it's trash. The base is absolute trash. I hate it. It only has that stupid claw, which is way too big, and you can't really pose them because you don't have like a hinged arm or anything. And also, this is just cardboard, and it's glued on there. So I thought this would be kind of like a plastic background or something, but it's just cardboard. But fear not, there's one good thing about it. You also get the Batman, Paul Dini, Bruce Timm, Mad Love comic with it, which is, you know, quite a bit in there. And I like that. And honestly, that was kind of the reasons why I got it. Oh my, I already got him to stand up straight. That's already an accomplishment, so that's... it's been the theme with these. So I'm gonna start off with Harley real quick. Gonna have a look at his size and the overall detail and stuff, articulation, and then I'm gonna move on to the Joker. So first of all, her size, she stands in about, see, 14 centimeters to the top of her head, which is 5.5 inches. Overall likeness, I mean, she looks good, but I mean, I looked over the comic of Mad Love. Here's the deal. Her dress already is wrong. I mean, in the comic, the suspenders up here, they don't go over her shoulder, they just kind of hang on to her arms. And it was just completely red. I guess I liked them doing the extra work with the detail, because they didn't really have to do any paint. But they did, so that's okay. Paint job on the face looks good. There's nothing really out of line. I mean, it's not kind of like blurry over there, but it's alright, like I said. And the dress is soft plastic red with the little black lines over there, which are not 100% clean, but again, good enough. So let's go ahead and have a look at the articulation. The head is super limited. You really just, it doesn't really move forward at all or back, like just a little bit, but as you can tell, it already falls back. So this is kind of like the standard pose you're gonna get out of the head. You can push it back, but it doesn't stay. Goes around all the way and doesn't really have wiggle motion. Just, again, a tiny bit. Then at the shoulders, they don't really go up at all. They're hinged, but they also swivel. So you can move it up like that, but it's fairly limited. And then the elbows, same thing. It's just, doesn't even go up 90 degrees. Just like, nope. And same as the shoulders, they swivel around. And at the hand, hinge, gets good motion and goes around just like a swivel. So the entire dress is completely soft plastic. Now the thing about that is, I don't know if this thing will stick. Like, it's really super light plastic that I'm fearing it just will kind of flake, it just will kind of break over time. But only time will tell. And when I say over time, I'm saying years, if you have it displayed for a couple of years. And maybe like in a warm summer, I'm afraid this will just kind of get off. The good news about this is you get you're not really hindering the motion. It's, well, it's pushing back a little bit, but you still get good forward motion out of the leg. Same with back, or not really. No, actually not the same with back. Bad with back. And it goes out to the sides. Of course, it's... Since she's already wearing this, let's do the splits. Ah! But you can kind of spread her legs. I didn't even notice that. I guess it's cool to put her in a more sexy pose. I mean, look at what she's wearing. I'm not all about like, no. The knees are absolutely horrible. They don't get a lot of motion and they don't really look super great. And there is absolutely zero going on at the feet. No hinge, no ankle rocker, no ball joint, nothing. So that's Harley. Let's move over to the Joker. So let's look at the size of the Joker. He stands in about 16 centimeters, almost 16 centimeters to the top of his head, to the top of his hair, like kind of the small line going up there, which means he's over 6 inches, like almost 6.5. And the overall likeness of this guy is good. I'm actually fairly impressed with the paint job. On the face, I mean, it's clean. But yeah, paint job's okay. There's a little blemish there on his forehead. There's not much else going on. Although I do have one issue with the face, and that's not really the paint or whatever, but there's part of his head missing. What the hell? Like a fucking rat run over this and bite a piece out of it? Quality control. Well done. Thank you very much for that. And then, I mean, I guess that's not on every Joker, that's just me with my shitty luck. And his kind of upper part of the suit is also soft plastic, so that doesn't get in the way. The same, basically the same thing with Harley, same problems. The shoulder goes up like that, not really more. You swivel it around and it goes up all the way, you get that out of it. Elbow doesn't get much motion out of it, swivels around, goes pretty much all the way. But a little bit in an angle because there it goes down, so it's not even straightened. And then at the fists, you have a hinge that's actually super stiff, but it gets the job done. Gets blocked over by the sculpt. And of course, swivels around. Then at the torso, he also goes around. Actually, does Harley have anything going on at the torso? Hold on. No, she doesn't. Okay, wow, torso, he swivels around. And then we got the legs, which... Look at all this range, and look at how shit this looks. Absolutely terrible. Good, absolutely great motion. I've never seen legs move up that much. Really contortionist style. But like I said, this looks horrible. You can see that, you know that. Forward and backward motion is pretty good though. They get the job done with that. So the knees, same thing, horrible. They actually look a lot worse than Harley. I guess they were like, ha 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 ha, you can't stand them, you can't even pose them when you kind of move the legs around, so nobody will do this, right? And we have a swivel at the foot. That's it. No ankle rocker, no forward, back, nothing. Boom. And I mean, the accessories, I've already shown you the accessories. That's all they come with. They don't have any extra hands. No weapons, no nothing. And I mean, like I said at the beginning of the review, I don't really mind it that much. I would have liked maybe one pair of extra hands, but it's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna have these guys stand around, probably just in a static, straight pose, because there's nothing else to do with them. Final thoughts about this. I mean, just like with every other Batman animated character I have, they look great, and that's the thing. We get them because we love the Batman animated series. It's a big part of a lot of people's childhoods, and it still stands as one of the greatest animated series you've ever seen. Let's be honest here. But articulation-wise, it's functional. You can't really do much with the legs because they can't really stand. All they had to do was make like a Figma base where you kind of peg it in the back, have a little hole in the back, or an SH Figure Arts base with the claw and the hinged kind of arm. But they didn't, so I mean, I'm probably gonna, if I want to put them in a pose, I'm gonna use an SH Figure Arts base, but I don't know if that will work with the Joker because he's pretty bulky around the chest here, around the torso more precisely. But the point is, they look good, but as far as action figure goes and posable stuff and just nah, Recommended if you really want some Batman animated. If you don't want some Batman animated, then don't get these. Don't waste your time with it, let's be honest. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, feel free to hit it up with a like, and maybe subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Joker and Harley want. Goodbye.